Hi guys, welcome to another episode of the House of the Potter. Happy Sunday and happy new week. How was your weekend? And how was your week? For me, I had a marvelous week. Though it's been kind of busy for me because I have a lot of things to do with work and also to balance family. So for me, it's been kind of stressful, but I'm grateful to God for life. And that's the most important thing. I don't know about you. What are you grateful to God about? I know you might not have had a nice week, but they say when there's life, there's hope. There's no hope for someone who is dead. So if you don't have anything to be appreciative of, the presence of that life, it's something. I used to tell my friends sometimes when they complain too much, I say, you know what? Write those things you feel you want. Write it and exchange it with those things you have. Like for example, you say you want car, you want money, you want those things. Okay, now exchange it with the good health you have. I know you won't want to say that, right? Yeah. So in everything we have, let's just give thanks to God and let's hope for the best. So if you are just joining us for the first time, welcome to the House of the Potter. The House of the Potter is a no judgment zone. It's a place where we rub minds together, we discuss the pending issues about life. It cuts across all issues of life. But everything centers back to the Potter. And the Potter helps to transform our life. It helps to rejuvenate our lives. Yeah, I know you guys will be wondering, oh, you can't find my sister here today. Yeah, she's been kind of busy of late with schoolwork. And that's why she's not here today. But I know in subsequent videos, she'll be very available. So she's sorry and she's sending her greetings to you guys too. And I know she's going to be here with us the next time we should. So guys, today it promises to be great. We shall be talking about a great topic. So it's something I've been ruminating on and it really affected me when I was young. So it's something that I feel we need to talk about and it's called Trap in the Box. And before I always start my topics, I always like to give a background story. So for me, over the years when I was young, I used to be someone who, I know it used to be, I'm kind of emotional now, I'm sorry. So whenever, I'm always emotional when I share my story, because these are things I've gone through and things I still go through. So, but this one, God has really helped my life to overcome that. So I used to have inferiority complex. I always like to have validation from people before I can see the good in me. And that really affected me for a long time. It really affected me for a very big long time. In such a way that when I do something, I always feel insufficient. Even before I want to do anything, I always ask my friends, oh, what do you think about this? It's always, don't get me wrong, it's always good to ask, even when you are sure that God is telling you to do something. But sometimes you always have these excuses. So for me, I always have every excuse not to want to do anything. Even starting this channel, everything boils down to God inspiring me to start this channel. One day I'll put a video on how the House of the Potter came to place. I'm going to do that. So, and it's been something that has lingered for a year or so. And God kept pushing me, but I was giving a lot of excuses. So, that's for me being trapped in the box. Sometimes you don't know that you have potentials, you don't know you have those things embedded in you, but because you are so scared and you just feel insufficient. Yeah, so that's my story, but I was able to overcome that. But I'm going to share with you how I was able to overcome that. So like I said, today's topic is trapped in the box. So for every human on earth, we have something that's trapped us so long. A lot of times, some people want to start a business. You are just trapped in the box. You don't know what to do, how to go about it. A lot of us have a lot of ideas, but you don't know how to execute it. If I decide to ask each of you watching me, What kind of idea do you have? A lot of people have a lot of big ideas. And the greatest thing, the greatest mistake we have, or the greatest regret we might end up having is that you have an idea and somebody is talking about, like in a few years from now, you see somebody also doing the same thing. You're going to feel so bad, like, what? This is the same idea I had one time, but I never knew somebody also had this idea. So God is always inspiring people all the time. So you might have an idea and you don't know how to put it, you don't know how to start. And they are just like saying, you know what, maybe when I have this also amount of money, when I'm comfortable, and when I have this, I will have this. And let me put it on to you. Even when you keep saying when you have this, you're not going to be sufficient. Yeah, I know it's a sorry case, right? Yeah, you can never be sufficient. You can never. When you have an idea. So you see, there's a quote in my house. It says, you never know until you try. For people, I've noticed one thing about we humans, especially even us, we tend to gravitate towards places where we have soft landing, where we feel so much comfortable with. Areas where we can easily talk, people we can easily relate with, and places we can easily go. We always, when it's not in our comfort zone, we always become so quiet, then living a shadow of ourselves. I know some people will be thinking about that now. And true, I've lived that for a long time. And you can never actualize your potential until you get out of your comfort zone. Everybody has that in them. We have that gift. We have that talent. Gift is from the Lord, but talent are things that you are very better than some other people. When you do those things, you do it so heartedly. You do it in such a way that you don't even struggle. A lot of us have those things, even in terms of talking, public speaking. Even let me tell you, there was a time, even till now, I'm always shy, but people don't know. But when I knew it was my weak point, I tried as much as possible to work on that. When I'm around people, I just keep quiet because I don't want to talk. But now people say, oh, Joe, you're very approachable. Then I look at them, I smile because it's like the opposite of who I am. But when I knew that I couldn't face the crowd, I couldn't talk to people, I started learning those skills myself. And that's how I was able to come out of that from the box I kept myself for so long. And I started feeling so much comfortable. I started feeling so good about myself. Then I started reaching out to people because it gave me that self-confidence and self-actualization of myself. And it's something I'm still working on. No one is perfect. But it's something that when you see those things in your life, you want to get out of your comfort zone. One of the reasons why people today have not succeeded is because they are still in their comfort zone. It's okay. Let me give you a good example. Maybe you'll be able to relate that with me. There's something they call adrenaline, right? So on a normal day, if you are told to fly a fence that is big, you might not be able to do it. But if the house is burning or it's on fire and you are told to jump, because of that anxiety and you see that you gather a lot of strength and you're able to just jump. Where do you think that strength is coming from? But on a normal day, your brain is going to tell you, oh, you cannot do this. So you never know until you try. And people that have been so successful today, this is one thing I've been able to learn from them. Now, one good example I'm going to bring from the Bible. Anything I say, I always like to bring it from the Bible too. If you look at the life of Moses, Moses was a stammerer. So look at it. How is it possible for a stammerer to face the crowd? You see how crazy it is? Yeah. And when God told Moses, hey, Moses, I want you to go deliver my people. You know the first excuse Moses made? Moses said, God, I'm a stammerer. Now, what was that trying to say? Because one of those things that limit us is because we always look at our downside. We always look at the weakest point, the weakest side of our lives. We always look at that. And that will always limit us. It's always good to acknowledge those things, but you don't want to sit on it. And even sometimes when I look at, there's a guy, Pastor Nick. When I first watched his video, oh my God, it really changed my perception. Even you can be you can be disabled physically but not disabled mentally. So disability has nothing to do with physicality. So it has nothing to do, it has something to do with the state of mind. So that means that's how the being trapped in the box can be. You can be trapped in the box because your mind is disabled. So you have to think out of the box. So I'm going to be discussing the red flags of thinking within the box, being trapped in the box. As once you see, you know that you're thinking within the box. One is that you're always self-aware of your weakness. Like, it's always good to acknowledge your weakness, but always being self-aware of it, it's a red flag. For example, if you're a kind of person that is very shy, but you always want to dwell, oh, I am shy. Even before they ask you to do something, you tell yourself, I am shy. So those things can easily limit you. So once you're that kind of person that is always seeing the bad side of yourself, it's a red flag. You need to come out of that by telling yourself, even though I'm shy, but let me try. That's one red flag. Two, there's this set of people in their mind, they've already made up their mind. They will tell you it's impossible. They'll say, oh, for example, Joseph, come do public speaking. Oh, I can't do it. Even before they even called them, they've already said no. So this kind of people, they've zeroed their mind that come what may. Today, oh, I can't. Tomorrow, I can't. Next year, and I will never. That's how a lot of people have shortchanged and killed their destiny today. A lot of people have a lot of glory. A lot of people have a lot of big visions. But because they don't know how to they don't know how to carry it out. The another red flag is that, oh, I will wait till I'm sufficient. Let me put it on to you. You can never be sufficient. You can never. And that's why the Bible says, do not despise your humble beginning. God that says so knows. You want, like now you've started thinking big. It's always good to think big, but start from small. It's for me. All these people who are even in the world, circular world, who are being rich, who are rich today, they started from somewhere. All these Bill Gates and those people you know today that are very wealthy, they never became millionaires over the night. So a lot of us have this weird assertion. We have this weird thinking that, oh, until I make about 10 figures, then I'll be able to do this. You can't. Because if you cannot turn your $5 to $10, your $10 to $15, $20, you cannot make millions. So start from small. Start from scratch. Another red flag is fear. A lot of times, our mind has been encapsulated with fear in such a way that before we think about that thing, oh, it's not possible. I'm so scared. I'm scared. I might not be able to do it. One of these videos will talk about fear. And fear is very deadly to our destiny. It can destroy you. It can. So whichever assignment you have been assigned to do, either work-related, your business-wise, your vision, tell yourself, I can do it. Remove that spirit of fear. Remove that fear and say, I can. I always tell my friends, there's impossibility in my dictionary. Impossibility. Anything you tell me I can't do, I want to try it. Because one thing is that, one regret I'll be having is that I never tried this. But if I try something and eventually I failed, I don't see it as failure. I see it as a learning process. So I'm learning. So I want you guys to have this mindset today and take a leap of faith. Take a leap of faith after praying to God, and God is also leading you that start this. I don't know what you guys want to do. If you're this kind of person that you have this same inferiority complex like I am, that you feel you need other people's validation, try to work on yourself. Take a leap of faith. Read books that can help you. Start. Don't wait. If you want to start a business, don't be thinking until I have maybe $10,000 or until I have this kind of amount of money. Start small. Start small. Start thinking out of the box. What can I do? But don't wait. Don't wait, because if you keep waiting, in the next 10 years, you'll still be in the waiting zone. And you don't want to keep waiting in the waiting zone. And it's forward ever, backward never. You don't want to remain the same the way you are. Take a leap of faith. Joshua 1 verse 9 says, have I not commanded you to be strong and be courageous? So that means God has given, He said He has not given us the spirit of fear. He hasn't given you the spirit of fear. So you have to take a leap of faith and tell yourself today, I'm going to actualize my dreams. Don't be trapped in the box. Think out of the box. And you start seeing that when you look back and look at those times when you were within the box, you'll be like, oh, I've stayed too much in the box for a long time. And what does the box do? It kills you. It soaks you. It doesn't make you move ahead. That's what the box does to you. But now when you're not in the box, navigate everywhere, and you can move around and you'll be doing the right thing. So you know what? I know somebody has been blessed with this. So as I'll be rounding, if you still have issues with that, talk to the potter. The potter can help you. He's the only one that can help you think out of the box. He said, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge Him, and He will direct your path. It's only the potter that can help you. Like I told you, He was the one that was able to help me break that shyness in my life. I couldn't do it by myself. But the potter will give you that stage, then everything that boils down to you to be able to manifest by yourself. Thank you guys for watching today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I used to say, always drop your comment. Tell us on how you think you can improve. If you want us to talk about a topic, put it on the comment section. We'll discuss it. And I want you guys not to think within the box. Think outside of the box. Because when you think outside the box, you move ahead. There's no better place to be than in the house of the potter. And for you guys who have subscribed, oh, I'm grateful to the family. I saw what you guys did. I saw what you guys did in our first video. I was so shocked. I didn't expect it. A lot of views just to the first video and other videos too. So I'm very grateful, and I'm not taking that for granted. I'm very grateful. And for those of you who have not subscribed yet, who are still thinking, help your boy. Help us subscribe, share the video, like, and comment. Let me know how it goes. God bless you. Till we see you again in the next episode. Peace out.